A lake? Oh, it could be once because we can have a flat slope. Alright, so this is page 31A, and we're going to call him Mr. Slope Guy. Alright, now I can't talk over y'all today, so you're going to have to be quiet and listen. The learning target for today says I can identify the slope of a line. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be identifying the slope of lines. And we're going to do it with Mr. Slope Guy, which is this face that we have. And if you want to trim him up so that he can fit neatly in here, do that. And we're also going to find the slope of our name. I'm going to show you. I know it's crazy that in 5 months I've never showed you anything or taught you, but today's the day.
This sounds scary.
Starting today.
What does that say? I can identify the what?
The slope of a line. Slope of a line. Looks how I feel right now. So for today, you're going to need 4 different colors. You're going to need 4 different colors. I'm going to show you why. You're 5.
Give Elisa diamond. She has to do it. Thank you.
Line. L-I-N-E. Slope of a line. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the different kinds of slope that we have. So let's start with his left eye. We're going to start with his left eye. Now that's a positive slope. And the way to think about it, and I want you to take one of your colors and you're going to color over that line. So we know that all of our positive lines today, I'm going to color mine blue. All of my positive lines, I'm going to color blue. So positive means that you're going uphill. That if I'm starting at the left, that I'm climbing this hill to a field of marshmallows. Okay? So starting at the left, I'm climbing to the field of marshmallows. It's going to be heaven up there with all those dang marshmallows. So do you see any kind of positive slope in this room?
Yes. The right eyebrow.
Other than the
flagpole.
The flagpole, it's going up. Okay, what else?
The markers.
The folder. Okay, wait. So, this folder is going up the hill to the marshmallows, right? Are these markers, are they going up or are they going down?
They're going down.
They're going down, so they're going to be falling in the chocolate. The octagon, the stop sign. Okay, the string of it. Alright, CJ. Yeah. Alright, Troy. Yeah. They're going up? Okay, great. So, and they're going down too, so we can have both. Now, a positive slope of a line is going up. You're hiking to the marshmallows. Now, what is this side? His right eye. His right eye is going down. So you'd be falling down into a field of chocolate. Okay? So we're hiking to marshmallows or we're falling down into chocolate. Either way, we win. So what we're going to do, now that you've colored it your colors, I want you to write that this is positive. And I want you to write that this is negative. And that's what his eyes mean. His eye that looks like he got punched and it's a star, that's the positive. He's winking at us over here because he's feeling a little sassy. That's a negative. Sassy Mr. Slope guy. Yeah. Alright, now what's his nose? What kind of line is that? Horizontal, vertical?
Vertical.
That's a vertical line. Where in the real world do we see vertical lines?
Trees.
Trees everywhere, buildings.
Everywhere.
What about the wall? Is the wall a vertical line? Okay. This has an undefined slope. That's what that U right there for his nose, that means undefined. Awesome, I'm glad. Alright, what are some other undefined slopes in this room? The sides of my cart? Okay. The window panes, the desk, the curtains, a marker if it's straight up and down. What would our arms look like if we had undefined slope of the arms?
Should be straight down.
Like this?
Down.
But this is undefined. I'm straight up and down, right? Yeah, I could do this. But you can't really tell what I'm doing. I could just be standing here hanging out. So, make it look like this. This is undefined. Which axis is undefined? X or Y?
Y.
Awesome. Alright. What about this guy?
Neutral.
Or zero slope. Fantastic. So that's zero slope. So where do you see zero slope in here? You do like this? Okay. Where else do we see zero slope?
The floor and the roof.
The floor and the roof. Love it. Where else?
Power line.
The Batman? Yeah. The
power
desk,
lines.
the top of the desk, power lines. The door frame, right?
The roof of cars, maybe.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to write our name in block letters, okay? So you have to write a specific way, and I'm going to show you by writing my first name, and then you're going to write your first name, okay? So I'm going to write Blair. That's my first name. And after I write it, you guys don't write. I just want everybody to watch. After I write my name, I'm going to color it based on the slope of the sides, okay? So I'm going to start with a B, and I'm going to try and do better than I did this morning because I did not do a good job with my B's this morning. Alright, now, I want you to help me figure out what the sides of my name should be colored. And we're going to use Slope Guy, what you colored him and what I colored him as our key. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Alright, can we all see? Okay, so what is this side? Is this side undefined, positive, negative, or zero? So what color should he be? Yellow, okay? Alright, what about this? This part?
Negative.
So what color?
Orange.
Orange, okay? Is this also negative?
Yeah.
Okay. What about this side?
Positive.
So what color should that be? Blue. And down there. So does everybody see what you're doing? Now, if you need help coming up with how to make your letters, I can help you do that. Alright, so an E, if you want to do a lowercase e, for instance, it could look like this. If you wanted to do an uppercase E, it could look like this. What other letters do you want me to do? M, okay.
Try to see.
Wait.
M,
I can do, no, I don't have to do that.
M could look like that.
Y.
A C could look like this. For D, you could do it like this, like I did my B's, so that it doesn't look like just a weird box. A K, a Y,
A walk.
What about an O?
an O would just be the box. An N, So you could do it like this. Okay. You wanted me to do your whole name?
I did just send my whole name, but you already had some of the letters.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this up here. Alright, so what I want you to do right now is you're gonna do just your first name at the bottom, and then you're gonna color it according to your slope guide. So you need to do your first name and then your slope guide.
I got this.
That's how I made my E. See right there?
Uncle said he's gonna try it.
Oh.
He said he's gonna try it.
Yeah, that's nice to see.
Wonder why?
Alright, so I finished mine. If you want to look at, make sure we did it, if y'all want to check mine. So, all of my undefines need to be yellow. Are all my vertical lines yellow?
Yes.
Okay. My horizontal lines all needed to be purple. Did I do all my horizontal lines purple?
Yes.
Alright. My negative was orange, so are all my falling down the hill lines orange?
Yes.
And my positive, my climbing up to the marshmallows needed to be blue. Do we agree that I did it right? Alright, let's look at, I'm going to do some of my letters down here while y'all are still working, just in case you get confused. My N, I have two undefined lines. And then what's that guy right there? He's a negative, so I would go down. And that was a negative. And then I have two undefined. So your parts are going to be different colors. Now tonight for homework, your job is to do your last name on a piece of graph paper, a separate piece of paper. You're going to do your last name. You can do your whole name as much as you want to do, and then you color it based on your slope guide. We're going to put them up in the room, okay? So it needs to be on a separate piece of graph paper. It has to be on graph paper so that we have it nice and neat, and color it based on your slope guide. Does everybody understand? Okay.
That's gonna be cool.